1-year update on the Rheem Hybrid water heater. Zero problems so far. I had to move it because we were remodeling, and I don't know what else to say. It works great. It's running right now. However, it usually is almost not quite pouring out, but it's like drip, 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 drip when it's humid down here. But right now it's actually pretty dry. I added a temperature controlling valve, so the hot water comes out of the water heater up to here. The mixing valve, I guess what it's called, mixes with cold water from here, and then it sends out water at a preset temperature, which you can adjust here, which is really nice. I'll tell you how I use that. When we have solar power and a very undesirable net metering agreement where we only have midnight to midnight to use our solar power, otherwise we're paid out at coal power plant rates for that solar power. So what I do is I use that 2.9 cent power to pre-charge the water heater at night up to 140 degrees. And since we've got a 4-year-old at home, I don't want her to get scalded. I put in this mixing valve so that I can crank this thing up, use all the, as much electricity as I can to heat it up to as hot a temperature as possible. If I know there's a cloudy day coming the next day, I should say, that's what I do, so that we have a full tank of hot water at 140 degrees to start the day. It's just a way to stick it to the man a little bit. This thing up here, I have the intention of, this is the air inlet, this is the air outlet, so the cool air comes out of here and the warmer air comes in there. What I'm intending on doing is, this thing is sort of strategically placed below a vent that was replaced when we put in heat pump units. So I'm going to use this ducting and pipe, attach to that, and in the wintertime only, I'm going to pull in the warm air from upstairs instead of trying to heat up cold air downstairs. We won't keep the basement very warm at all in the wintertime. So the upstairs air will get pulled down and it'll be more efficient in heat pump mode. I found that keeping it in heat pump only mode is working the best for us. Unless we have company or something, then we put it in, what else do we have? Energy saver or heat pump only, high demand electric. So we'll put it in heat pump. They want you to keep it in energy saver, but I'm not sure if it's actually energy saving. I don't know how it calculates that. I still haven't figured that out, whether it's inlet air temperature when it decides to turn on the electric element, the resistive element, or whether it's some other thing. But it seems to turn on the electric element a little bit too much for my taste. Maybe that's to save the heat pump or something like that. But yeah, this valve, this mixing valve, I really gotta highly recommend that. It's nice. You can turn the water on full hot. Like right now, you can probably hear the water gurgling. They're up in the shower right now, and it's perfectly safe for them to just turn on the hot water only. You don't even have to add cold water. It's very very nice temperature at 120 degrees. I think it's probably just below 120. It's probably like 118 or something like that coming out. Just about perfect. And I leave it at 120 unless I'm, like I said, doing that trick where I try to store some energy in there. It's just, I guess it built up some condensation in there to the point where it's now going to start to drip. Let's see how fast it drips once it slows down. It's still a little bit, there we go. That's about what I see normally when it's stabilized out. So that's how much water this thing is pulling out of the air. If you got a humid basement, you get basically free dehumidification with it. And I think that's one of the best parts about this hybrid system, is that you're sort of double dipping with your power. Anyhow, I highly recommend this product. It's been flawless so far. The EcoNet thing with the Wi-Fi signal there, that's flaky at best. When you go to set it, it takes a while to respond and sometimes it responds, sometimes it doesn't. You have to try again. I've been tending to just come down here and do everything through this panel here, which is still working. I'm hoping it lasts. We'll see. But that's a quick update on the Rheem Hybrid water heater.